Hey, this is Podrasil here. Going to play Slay the Princess. I've seen a lot about this game, but not too much, so I don't really know what to expect. Anyway, let's do this shit. Chapter 1: The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Really, will it though? Explore. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Holy crap, there's a lot. Okay. Can't someone else do it? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? That's the one. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off an monarch, sorry. Viva la resolution.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Okay.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it.
Fall in love with her and live in the cabin and never leave.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Are we sure?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a tick. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
What if I'm dangerous?
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course...
Okay, let's just...
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But then each...
I
so
make
sure,
no
go,
commitments.
talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Let's go talk to her.
You make your way up
How
the
pretty.
short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right?
Why would she just not
She's
come
a
out now?
princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Pristine.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
That one. I'm like,
You
kill
take the
her
blade
right
from the
away,
table.
easy peasy.
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world.
Stabby
The door to
stab.
the basement creaks open. revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Love the metaphor.
If the princess really lives here,
The imagery.
slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it
She
fool
is.
you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Coming. Ain't gotta tell me twice.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
How has she been living?
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at
She's
hand.
a witch.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
How dare me.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
I'll talk, but I'm holding the knife, bitch.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I'm not dropping it.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the...
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Wow. I just outed myself there.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
She's suspicious.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Too confident.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
You bluffing?
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. I'm positive. I'm not, but we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Let's drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
Now she
talk.
pulls out the magic.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
I'm going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Very true, very true. Oh. He already likes me. Let's go.
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of... monster?
Is she too calm, though?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
Yes. There's so much options. Wish they were down here. Hmm.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
What if they're bad reasons, though? If they had good reasons for thinking I was dangerous, wouldn't they have shared them with you? I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want to leave.
Leave and destroy everything.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Very
That
true.
doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing.
Who knows?
Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We
Well,
stand
risking
to
it
lose
all.
everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
I won't get a straight answer out of you either, bro. What?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting.
Off
But
the
she
arm.
is.
Right
I'm
off the
sure
arm.
of it.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship. Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Not really.
You know why you're here.
Not really. I want to kill her.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck. Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
Oh, I still have to try and kill her?
With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
I don't have feathers.
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
She's enjoying that a little too much.